What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again, finally, with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for opening night, Tuesday, October 18th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. That is the only place that you will get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. I want to know in the comments section of this video, who are your favorite and least favorite of my plays for today? And finally, I got to give a shout out to BetMGM. You see the banner at the top, you see the banner at the bottom. There is a link in the description of this video. If you are able to bet in your state and you have not signed up at BetMGM yet, oh, this one is for you. Click that link, head over, make a deposit, and bet $10 on any money line before the game starts. So it's got to be a pregame money line bet. If you do that and anyone at all tonight makes a three-pointer, you will get $200 in free bets at BetMGM. This is an absolute no-brainer offer. Don't make Kevin Garnett angry. You can see him top of the screen, opposite corner of my head. You don't want to make him mad. Take advantage of this offer. Head over to BetMGM using the link in the description. Now, we round out the bottom of my top 10 with LeBron James, Draymond Green, Al Horford, Marcus Smart, and Malcolm Brogdon on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, we've got Jayson Tatum. Small forward, power forward eligible. He is 9K, projected for 46.5. The goal is 55. He is in the optimal lineup 40% of the time. This shouldn't be all that crazy of an explanation. He's a lot cheaper on DraftKings than he is on FanDuel, and that's helping here. I gave Tatum 35 minutes, 1.3 fantasy points per minute, 31% usage here for Tatum, 25 real points, 8 boards, 4 assists, a stock and a half. You expect Tatum to get even better than he was last year. I have no problem getting it to him today. Now, it is probably a bit of a pace down spot against the Philadelphia 76ers, but they are the favorites in this spot as well, which I find to be something that I like to see. You can see Tatum here, Brogdon here, Smart here, Horford here, back to back Celtics in this list. Don't sleep on them, but Tatum, to me, so far, the best guy we've talked about from Boston. I can hear the groans already. Number 4, Anthony Davis. Power forward, center eligible. That is very important. The fact that he can be rostered at power forward is huge here. He's 8,500. I don't care what you think about Anthony Davis and his health. 8,500 is a silly price tag. He's projected for 43 fantasy points. He only needs 52.5 to hit the goal. 41% of the time, AD is in your optimal lineup. I gave him 34 minutes. Could he play 36? Yeah. Could he play 6 because he gets hurt? Yeah, sure, whatever. 1.3 fantasy points per minute here for AD. I think it's a pretty good spot, too. 25% usage. I got him projected for a double-double. 21.5 points and 10 boards. Also, 2.5 assists. And, like, the biggie for AD, I got him over 3 stocks. Are they worth as much on FanDuel? Yeah, no. It's 2 points for those guys instead of 3 on DraftKings, but still, 3.2 stocks is a lot of additional fantasy points. I'm going to go to Anthony Davis a lot on DraftKings. I don't have a choice in the matter. The position works, but really, the price tag is broken. I think we're going to see a rebound year for Anthony Davis compared to what we saw last year, and if that's the case, tonight might be the night that he just absolutely smashes. Back to the Celtics we go at number 3 for Jaylen Brown. Shooting guard, small forward, which, if you guys forgot, it's my favorite positional designation on DK. You get shooting guard, small forward, guard, forward, and utility. You can put him in 5 of the 8 roster spots. He's 8K. Way too cheap. Way too cheap. Projected for 41. The goal is 50. That does not seem like it would be all that hard to do. 41% of the time, Jaylen Brown ends up in the optimal. I gave him 34 minutes. He's a 1.2 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot. This is a guy who had 30% usage last year when everybody was healthy. That's playing alongside of Jayson Tatum. I'm going right back to it. 24 points, 6.5 boards, about 3 assists, a little over a stock. I like this spot for Jaylen Brown. I like this spot for Boston in general. These guys are all priced pretty well. It's going to be hard to pick and choose which ones you want because Jaylen Brown is 41% to be in the optimal. Al Horford's 38 at 8. There's no real separation between these guys. probably want to limit yourself. You don't want all 5 of them, I'm guessing, without praying for some sort of crazy multi-overtime game. But if I had to pick just one Celtic, it's going to be Jaylen Brown. Now, if you need value today, there's not an easier place to find it than number 2, KENDRICK NUNN. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, and for reasons that make absolutely no sense to me, he's the flat minimum 3K. I assume this is because of not playing last year, that there's something wrong with the algorithm, but he played in the preseason. Looked pretty solid as well. 3K is just an absolutely broken and incorrect price tag. No Dennis Schroeder for the Lakers, so minutes are going to be easier to come by. Who the hell knows what they're doing with Russ, but probably coming off the bench. Projected for 20.5. The goal is just 25 for NUNN. He's in the optimal lineup 43% of the time. I gave him 26 minutes. He looks fantastic, even if you only give him 20. This price tag is just simply incorrect. He's about a 0.8 fantasy point per minute guy on this team. It's 18% usage, 11 points, 3 boards, 2 assists. Maybe you get a stock. We'll see. I don't have anything to really say about KENDRICK NUNN. He can even play more minutes than this, honestly, and it wouldn't even be the craziest thing in the world if he gets hot. The fact that he's 3K is broken. He's an absolute lock in cash games on DraftKings, and he's the best value play you're going to find in GPPs. Don't overthink yourself here. KENDRICK NUNN looks really, really good. Now, before we get to the number 1 contender, one last reminder, like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me right here, this guy, look in my eyes, at Josh Engleman. If you want updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock, that is where you need to be. That is what you need to follow. And then jump into the comments, tell me what you like for today's slate, and please go check out BetMGM. The offer is on the screen. Click the link in the description. Take advantage of an absolute no-brainer, $200 in free bets. My number 1 contender for today, very easy. That is Joel Embiid. Center eligible, 9,900, projected for 53. The goal is 59.5. He's in my optimal lineups 46% of the time. I have him as the projected highest scorer on the slate by like 6 fantasy points. Unquestioned top scoring guy for today, at least on paper. 34 minutes, 1.55 fantasy points per minute. Complete different level of performance here. This is a guy with a 37% usage rate when Harden and Maxey and Tobias Harris are all active. When you start dropping these guys off, that's when Embiid goes into the 40s. He's going to dominate the ball, and he should. 29 points, 12.5 boards. No doubt about it, double-double. 3 assists, 2.5 stocks. Every single sign to me points to Joel Embiid being an obvious number 1 contender. He's here now. He will be by the time the slate ends. Joel Embiid is the number 1 contender for the first day of the season. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Tuesday, October 18th. FanDuel version of this video is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning and every morning. Sunday, well, not every morning. Every day but Saturday, we're back with these contenders. You guys are getting a lot of me this year, everybody. Buckle up.